The family of Drew Peterson's third wife, Kathleen Salvio, has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against him. Peterson has not been charged in her murder.
Joining us now are Drew Peterson and his attorney, Joel Brodsky. First, Joel, I want to talk to you about Christina Raines, the young woman who had moved into your house. You say now she has since moved out. What happened?
What happened? I don't even know what happened. She comes, she goes, so.
What do you mean she comes, she goes? You guys broken up, or?
Yeah, we break up and then we get back together, and it's like.
Okay, so her two kids were living at your house.
Right.
You had 6 kids living at your house at one time.
I had daddy daycare going on there, yeah.
Wow.
Without a doubt.
What was that like?
It was nerve-wracking. So, I mean, I was a watch commander for many years, and I'm telling you that watching the kids is far more tense and exciting.
Drew, I got to ask you, she's 24 years old. How do you keep finding these women who are a third of your age, half your age?
I guess they come up to me. So I'm surprised at it as you are, probably, but I never looked at myself as a good-looking man, but, you know, they...
What do you mean they come up to you where?
Wherever I'm at. You know, they come in the bars, they send emails to Joel and try to get with me and
Is
stuff.
it almost like you're a celebrity?
I guess maybe that's it. I don't think it's...
Do you enjoy that?
So.
You
know, at first it was very nuisancey, but now it's just how it is. You know, it's just the way of life for me. So.
Do you enjoy being in the spotlight?
Sometimes it's fun, meeting celebrities. Being with you guys here today, you know, that's fun.
But you're here to talk about...
It's fun being here today?
Yeah, sure.
Why is that?
Well, I get to meet you. I get to...
Oh, okay. Well, I got to ask you, what do you tell your children now? I mean, Stacy Peterson's been gone for more than a year. What do you tell the 2 young children that you had with her? When they say, "Where's mommy?" What do you say?
She's on vacation still, and she's not coming back. My little girl's starting to ask a lot more questions about it, but
why do you say she's not coming back?
I don't say she's not coming back. What did I say?
Well, you just said that. You just said, I tell them she's on vacation, she's not coming back.
I didn't mean to say that. She's on vacation, and we don't know when she's coming back. So, don't know. My little girl keeps asking if she's coming back, and I keep telling her I don't know.
It must be heartbreaking for you.
Yeah, it is for me, yes, without a doubt. But it's become commonplace for the kids, so.
This wrongful death lawsuit comes out here by the Salvio family, and what do you think is the point of bringing this out against you now? Do they want to prove that you are indeed a murderer?
I think it's greed on their part. You know, Kathleen and I went ahead and made a will up, and we wanted other people to handle our affairs. You know, either one of us passed away, and she didn't trust her family to do this, and now all of a sudden their family's in charge of her affairs, her estate, and it's the last thing she wanted.
This I want to read something here from the suit here. In it, Stacy apparently was talking to a pastor who then went before the grand jury and said that he said on the night of Salvio's death, talking about you, Stacy woke up and found Peterson gone. In the morning, the pastor said Stacy saw Peterson standing in front of a washing machine, dressed in black and holding a bag. Peterson washed the clothes he was wearing and the woman's clothes that were in the bag, the suit states. He then allegedly told Stacy he hit Salvio in the back of the head, making her death look like an accident.
Then none of that ever happened.
Yeah, I've seen several different versions of what Pastor Shorey allegedly said. The latest version, he gave an interview to an author of one of the books about Drew Peterson Exposed, and in that interview, he says nothing even similar to that. So I'm looking forward.
I want to read one more thing. There's 2 claims also that Peterson and Salvio separated. You gained entry to Salvio's house by using a garage door opener, and on one occasion by cutting out a portion of a wall that he crawled through. You don't deny that you...
Well, because it's part of a complaint that we haven't addressed in court yet.
But you have addressed it already here.
Drew, why did you crawl through a hole in the house?
Well, like I said, that's part of the complaint. But let me just say, I know that I've seen a police report about Kathy making a report about that to the Bolingbrook police. And if anything like that did occur, the police investigated it.
Well, did it or didn't it happen?
That's something we're going to address in the complaint. I don't want to waive anything like that.
Joel, you mentioned the author that wrote the biography against Drew. Drew, we talked to him several months ago. He told us he believes you did have something to do with the potential murder of Stacy Peterson. What do you think about that?
Which author? Derek Armstrong?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't answer for what he's thinking.
I want to give you just a little soundbite. We had the other side of this, Salvio's attorney, Mr. Glink, on yesterday, and here's what he has to say.
We think the evidence is pretty strong that he had motive, access, opportunity, and the following month after Kathleen expired, after she was killed, was supposed to be the time when they settled the property issues in their contentious divorce. And they ended up, all the property went to Drew Peterson after Kathleen died, even though he was then his the ex-spouse.
So there was no chance to split up the estate, obviously, because of her passing. Did you give any money to the Savio family or have any dealings with them after she died?
No, I offered them property from within the house, and they all refused.
Now, why on the day of her funeral did you not go and hang out with friends and family and instead go to the house to pick up some property?
The day of the funeral, I did go to hang out with friends and family.
Well, there's a report that says instead, when they were gathering, maybe not for the funeral, but for the gathering of friends and family, you instead went inside the house to get some belongings that not had been documented yet.
I took belongings out of the house, but it wasn't on that day.
Why'd you take belongings out of the house?
Things that belonged to the children. The children were now going to live with me permanently and forever.
Did you have permission to do that?
I didn't need permission. It was still my house, still my property.
And something else about him is it's funny that the complaint says that Drew didn't go and see Henry Savio or Anna Doman after Kathy's funeral. Did you know that Henry Savio, this children's grandfather, in 16 years has spent a total of less than 5 minutes with these children? Yet he's a plaintiff in this lawsuit, supposedly trying to file a lawsuit on behalf of these kids.
Well, on the flip side of that, though, if there was indication that you killed his daughter, why would he want to have any communication with you at all?
Well, he never, even this is from the day that they were born. He's never had anything to do with these children. From their birthday, and so why would now all of a sudden is he saying he's going to be their champion and file a lawsuit on their behalf when he has never had anything in their entire 16 years of Tom's life? Not 5 minutes with that.
Joel, you said you're still seeing Christina Raines, although she's moved out of the house. You said you guys have been dating kind of on and off. How is your relationship different with Christina as opposed to Stacy?
They're different people, so different relationships.
You tend to move around a lot and have lots of different relationships, it seems like. Why is that?
Well, I think the media screwed up a lot of my relationships.
How so?
The women are so overwhelmed with being barraged by the media, and they get a lot of pressure from their family because of it. The relationships normally don't hold up.
So then why not be a good dad and just
I am a good dad.
Not date?
I am a good dad. Why does dating make me a bad dad? Why?
Okay. Drew Peterson, Joel Brodsky, thanks for joining us this morning.